recording this the very end of 2022. It's the 30th of December, and this couple of days is going to be 2023. A lot of people like to do what's called make a New Year's resolution. At the beginning of each year, they want to do things differently, so they set these resolutions. As a coach, that's just another word for saying they make goals. They set goals. I'm a believer in goals, but I believe we don't do it well. And in affair recovery, I've noticed with my clients and watching in my Facebook group, I've noticed that number one, there's a lot of impatience through the recovery process, and I think that we expect too much too fast. And I think if we can understand goals a little bit better, might be able to get through this process a little easier. And this is not just for affair recovery. Hopefully the information I'm about to share is going to be helpful for you no matter what goal you try to achieve moving forward. So stay tuned. Okay, so goal setting. There's some basics for goal setting that I want to tell you that most coaches, I would assume, would suggest. First of all, a goal needs to be attainable. Attainable, meaning let's not go crazy with a goal. A goal needs to be something that you know for a fact you can reach, right? It needs to be sustainable. I mean, you want a goal that you can keep. If your goal is to get to a certain place that's going to be really great for you, you want to be able to maintain that. So is it sustainable? And then finally, is it measurable? Because how are you going to measure progress on this goal? If you can't measure progress, how are you going to know if you're going to accomplish it, right? How do you know you're moving forward? Or how do you know if you need to change something about how you're moving forward with this goal? Because if it's not working, you're never going to attain it. So, right? Is it attainable, measurable, sustainable? So those are the three questions we need to ask. I want to relate this to affair recovery. I feel like we get very impatient, and rightly so. We don't like to feel like this anymore. We don't like to have all these triggers. We don't like to this, that, or the other. But when we're in affair recovery, I think sometimes we just go, okay, I am going to read all of these books. I'm going to go to counseling. I'm going to do all this. And my husband's going to do all these things. And then in 2 months, we're going to be great. How's that working out? You know, we're all different. And maybe you'll be all great. Or maybe you won't. I'm going to recommend some things for us to think about. This doesn't have to be a New Year's kind of thing. This could be an anytime kind of thing, but the New Year made me think of it. Let's walk through setting goals and accomplishing goals. Okay? Let's just walk through it together, and then I'm going to encourage you to utilize this strategy moving forward as you try to attain the goals that you want to set, not only for affair recovery, but in your own personal life. So let's just start with the goal itself. We tend to shoot for the stars, don't we? I mean, I think the biggest, because I see commercials constantly, and I'm doing this because there's a TV right behind my phone. I see so many weight loss commercials this time of year, right? Because the big goal that a lot of people have in the new year, because they've totally pigged out between Thanksgiving and Christmas, is they want to lose weight. But instead of a realistic goal, they say, I'm going to be a size X by the end of the year. What? No. A goal needs to be considered a small step. Okay? Small goals. That's how you reach the big goal. It needs to be one step at a time. For instance, let's say you're very overweight and you need to lose like 50 pounds to get to this X size you want to get to. Oh my goodness, that's daunting. Nobody can, I mean, that's crazy to even try to have a goal like that, because you're going to give up, and it's going to seem like an unreachable goal. So, small goals. In a fair recovery, that could be like saying, by this time next year, I want to be happy again. Wow, that's a big goal. That's a big goal. Here's how you pull it down into something that sounds more like an attainable goal. Something that can be attainable, sustainable, and measured. Let's say if happiness is the ultimate goal down the road, what feeds into your happiness? What's in your happy bucket? I would dare say most of us would say we want to feel safe. Let's say we want to feel more confident in ourselves. Maybe happiness, maybe it is a health-related thing. We want to lose weight, we want to be fitter, whatever it may be. So what lives in your happiness bucket? Because that's what you have control over, right? And pick one of those things. Just one. Okay, so let's pick safe. Safe. I want to feel safe. Okay, how are your boundaries? If I want to feel safe, that is my goal. I want to feel safe. What you have control of in this goal is how well and how firm your boundaries are set. How are you enforcing those boundaries? So you would do a lot of boundary work. You would say, okay, my goal is to set 3 strong boundaries to help me feel safe and to enforce them. Okay, that's measurable, actually. That's measurable. And it's sustainable, right? You can keep firm boundaries. Okay, that's an option. Okay, what else is in your happy bucket? What else do we talk about? Well, let's say I want to feel more confident in myself. What will help you feel more confident in yourself? What's one goal you can set that will help you feel more confident in yourself? You want to actually have a goal that you will put on makeup and dress nice for work every day. Even if you work at home, you're going to get up, you're going to actually, dress nice. Even if you don't have any Zoom calls today, you're going to do that, or whatever. For you, because this has got to be individual, it's got to be about you. What will help you feel confident? You set one small step, one small goal, and you measure it. You commit to it. Because if you do it for 5 days and you quit doing it, well, that's not going to be a sustainable goal. You're not going to continue to do that every day. It's not going to become a habit or routine as you're dropping it. So measure it. And then, you know what? And here's another thing with goals. Let's say you do that and you notice that your confidence level isn't going up by putting on makeup and getting dressed every day. You choose something different. How else can I feel confident? What other small step can I take? Goals can be fluid and goals can change. Okay? So what else is in your happy bucket? We mentioned the health. So do you need to lose weight? Do you want to be more fit, more active? Do you want to be stronger? Do you want to do these things? Then you set a small step. Again, is it attainable? Is it measurable? Is it sustainable over time? Those are the things you want to do. Don't bite off this giant magical unicorn out there that is not attainable, that there's no way to measure success, and there's no way you can sustain that. We do this to ourselves all the time. So it's going to be a new year for me really soon. I'm doing this for myself. I'm going to encourage you to consider how you're doing this to be the best version of you can possibly be. Small goals, small things, measure them. And then one last final tip, Journal about it. Keep track. When I say measure it, really take a look at it. What are you doing? How are you doing? Is this helping? Do you believe it's getting you where you want to be? And you go from there. Journal about it. Okay, so goals, right? We all want to be the best version of ourselves that we can be. That is my goal as a master certified life coach. I work with my clients to do just that, and I have clients that are not necessarily affair recovery clients, and that's why they work with me. They're trying to get somewhere and they're stuck and they don't know how to get there and they need help figuring out how to get there. I'm very future focused. That's what coaching is. It's about asking you, what are your next steps? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? So I want to help you do that. And if you're looking for a coach to help you in any way, shape, or form, I would love an opportunity to talk with you. I have a link right below this video. You can click and schedule a free consultation with me. And in that consultation, I will help you with something. I do specialize in affair recovery, so you would let me know what you're struggling with most, and I dive right in and help you on the call. I will also, during that call, tell you about coaching and how I can help you attain those goals that you're looking to attain, whether it be in affair recovery or in your own personal life. I also below have a free guide that you can click the link and get a hold of, as well as a free video that both are very helpful in affair recovery, as well as a link to my Facebook group. So good luck with your goals. Have a fantastic 2023 if you're actually watching this in 2022. If not, whenever it is you're watching this down the road, good luck with your goals. It's always good to have some things you're working on to be the absolute best you can be.